Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back, Brandon again, and finally I'm going to be getting to a review of the Rehband knee sleeves. Now I've waited this long only because there are so many other reviews out there and they all pretty much say the same thing, and that is, these are a great pair of knee sleeves. However, recently I picked up another pair made by SBD, which are very similar in price, and a lot of people when choosing a knee sleeve go between one of these two. So what I thought I'd do in this video today was just do a brief comparison of the two and tell you which ones that I'd actually suggest, and hopefully help you make the decision if you choose to go with either pair. So let's take a look at the Rehbands first. Now these are probably the more popular of the two sleeves, as you've seen me wear them for quite some time, as well as probably many of your other favorite YouTubers, and I attribute this a lot to the price of them, and you're looking at a price of $38.95 per sleeve. And I say per sleeve in this case because if you're like many people out there who end up ordering these, what you don't know is that they're sold separately, so you need to order two. So for the pair, you're looking at roughly around $80. So the actual model number here is the 7051 knee support, and I make that distinction only because there are also other Rehband knee sleeves out there. However, these blue ones that you're looking at are thicker, they're 7mm. They are still legal in the IPF, but they're only exclusive to Jackal's Gym. You'll sometimes run into the gray version of these, which is the newer model, however that is only 5mm in thickness. One of the things I notice about these sleeves is the fact that the logo on the front tends to tear and fade away quite easily. You'll also notice there's a large difference between the top and the bottom openings of this sleeve, as well as it's kind of catered to your knee's shape. This allows the sleeve to easily fit on your knees and legs without much issue. Now taking a look at the SBD sleeve, it's fairly similar in design and material, but when we take a look closer, we can see some key differences here. The most obvious thing to notice is the actual size of the sleeves itself, where these are a full 35mm. They're much longer than the Rehband sleeves. You'll also notice the significant differences in the way the seams are on the sleeve, where this one has a simple torque design as opposed to the Rehbands that have more of a cross design in the back. Taking a look at the way the sleeve is as well, you'll find that it's much more narrow from top to bottom and more of a straight design, whereas the Rehband is curved. Because of this makes the SBD sleeve much harder to put on, and there's actually video tutorials out there to show you easier ways to get it on. Because of this SBD torque design, you'll also find that it designates each sleeve for the appropriate left or right leg. Now, sizing of these sleeves is very similar, where you're to measure your knee and then go a size smaller from what your results are. The reason behind this is because you want an actual pretty tight fit for this to help create the most support and most rebound effect as possible. Now, when comparing the two and wearing them for actual squats, I found the SBD sleeves not only were much tighter and harder to get on, but this provided much more benefit in terms of squatting and rebound effect out of the hole. Another added benefit of the SBD sleeves is the fact that because they are longer and tighter, they double quite well as calf compression sleeves as well. That way, if you want to do deadlifts using these, they fit quite well and almost act as shin pads in that regard. As far as the pricing goes on the SBD sleeves, they are sold as a pair and they list for $90, so roughly speaking, we're talking about $10 more, and they're only available exclusively through Anderson Powerlifting. Just like the Rehband sleeves, the SBD sleeves are 7mm and are legal in the IPF. So when deciding between the two, if I had to do it over again, I would go with solely the SBD sleeves. I find that they provide me more support and more rebound out of the hole, not to mention they double better as protectant for deadlifts if need be. Now, given the fact that, again, they are very similarly priced, I don't feel like it's really a stretch to pay the extra $10 to get the SBD sleeves, when in the long run, I feel you get more out of them. However, like most things in life, it comes down to personal preference. There's nothing wrong with the Rehband knee sleeves, and I'd highly recommend them as well. Just given the choice between the two, I would suggest you go with the SBD sleeves. And again, you can get these through Anderson Powerlifting if you're looking for them. Great shipping on these. They took me about 2 days to get there, and I'm never going to look back. In the meantime, as always, thanks for watching, and stay big.